Let's talk about sharing from Google Drive to your Canvas course. So, the first place that you want to start with this is in your Google Drive. This is if you want to embed any pages into your course, slides, documents, sheets, anything like that. So, in your Google Drive, so when you open up your Google Drive, when you have your folders, your documents, we need to make the share settings of that document to be anyone with the link can access. So I'll walk you through the steps of that, but just so you know that this is where we're going to start. If you want to take a moment to pause and open up your Google Drive and have this there for your reference as you're making your settings the correct way. So I'm going to actually go over to my Google Drive and notice I have a lot of folders, files, things like that. I'm going to do this at the folder level because if I change this setting at the folder level, then it's going to change for everything within that folder. If you want to just do individual items, that's fine as well. So I'm going to actually click on my folder and then I'm going to come up and I'm going to click on my share icon, or I could right click on my folder and click share and go to share that way as well. So once you open up your share settings, the default for our account is set to restricted, but I'm going to set it to anyone with the link can view. So when I click on anyone with the link, they're going to be a viewer, and then I can come over here and I can click done. Now, when I open up this folder, that means anything that is within this folder is what can be seen to or shared to, what can be shared to my Canvas. Don't worry about somebody being able to search for these items because, for instance, this is the one that I'm going to use. So when I open up this file, they would have to know this big whole long random link in order to be able to search and find it. So this is what I'm actually going to put in my Canvas course. So now I've come over here to my Canvas course and I am in the modules section of my course. Again, I'm just going to use this training module. So wherever you want to organize your Google file, that's fine. This does work for slides, docs, and sheets as well. So I'm just going to add a page. You can do this for a page or for an assignment. So at the right-hand side of my module header, I'm going to click plus sign. And I'm going to add a new page because maybe this is just information I need for my students to have, a passage for them to read. I need them to be able to, whatever it is, I need them to be able to open something up to view it or their notes for the day. So I'm going to create my page and I'm just going to name this what it is. So this is my Google Drive example. And actually, so you can name this obviously whatever your page name would be, and then I'm going to add my item. So I'm going to click on my sharing from Google Drive example page to open it up. And again, to edit, I am going to go to the top right and click edit. So now I have my rich content editor, and there's actually two different ways that you can share from Google Drive into a page. I'm going to show you both ways. The first way is, I'll say, the easiest way without having to remember some more steps. Because remember, if you cannot see all the items on your toolbar, you can always click these three dots. But remember, you do have this Google Drive icon right here on your rich content editor toolbar. So when I click this Google Drive item or tool, it's going to open up. The first time it might ask you to link your Google Drive, and yes, you want to link your drive, and I'm going to select my file. The nice thing is I just recently opened up the file that I wanted to use. I'm going to close out this extra extension that popped up. So this is actually what I want to add into my my page, but you can also come up here and go to your My Drive and find it that way. But since I just recently opened it, it is right here in my recents area. So once you find your file, and this is my icon view, you can also switch to list view if you like to see it that way a little bit better. But I'm going to click on my item and then I'm going to click add. Yes, I want to attach it. And now here it is in my page. So another thing that I'm going to do is on this right-hand side, these 8 dots, I'm going to click and drag them to make this a little bit bigger so I can see it. But notice as I am hovering over my slides and I scroll my scroll wheel or I click my arrows, I can then go through my slide presentation so the students will be able to do that as well. So let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and save this I'm going to save and publish this so that I can use the student view so that you can see this from the student's view up top. I'm going to click on student view. So this is how the students would see this, and they can come down here and they can click through the pages, or they can use their scroll wheel to scroll through the pages. You can also, the students could open it up full screen. They could use these dots here to enter full screen. You also have a pen here, so they could actually write on the slides as well. So I'm going to erase that real quick. And now I'm going to leave my student view because I want to go back in and show you the second way that you can embed from Google Drive. The reason you might want to use this second way is slides. This is an 8.5 by 11 page. If you had a regular slide page, these black bars would be across the top. Here, they're on the right-hand side. Maybe you don't want to see those black bars. So I'm going to go up top and I'm going to show you the second way to add something from Google Drive. So once I click edit, and I'm going to leave this here so you can see the difference in the way that you do this. I'm going to come down. Notice I'm going to click to put my cursor to the right of my slides, and I'm going to press enter on my keyboard just to get my cursor in the place where I want it. Now, I'm actually going to switch back over to my Google Drive, and I'm going to actually open up this file. So I have this Google Slides presentation open, and I'm going to embed my slides this time instead of using the toolbar option. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to File, and I'm going to go down to Share, and then I'm going to come over here to the right-hand side, and I'm going to click Publish to Web. And then I'm going to come over here and click Embed. And you don't have to worry about these advanced slides because I'm not starting the slideshow. I'm just leaving it as a manual, not an automatic. And I'm going to click Publish. Then it's asking, am I sure? Yes, okay, I'm sure. And here is my embed code. And notice it tells me to copy. I press Control-C on my keyboard to copy. So now I've copied this embed code, and I'm going to go back to my Canvas course and to this page that I was editing. Notice I have my cursor where I want it to go, but I'm going to come back up to my toolbar and click my 3 dots. Now you have this little cloud icon with the brackets. This is your embed icon. If I hover over this, it does tell me that that is the embed icon. So I'm going to click on it, click in the text box, use Control-V as in Victor on my keyboard to paste that code. And then I'm going to click on Submit. So I'm going to come down so you can see the 2 ways. I'm going to come down and save my update. And then I'm actually going to use Control and the minus sign because I want to zoom out of my page so you can see these a little bit better side by side. So this was the first way up top by using the Rich Content Editor Google Drive tool. This bottom way was the embed code. So notice now I still have my options to scroll through, or if my scroll mouse does not work, my mouse wheel does not work to scroll through, I have to use my arrows down here at the bottom when I embed this. I also still have that enter full screen mode. So again, these are the 2 different ways you can insert Google Drive items straight onto a page or an assignment in using the Rich Content Editor, using the Google Drive toolbar tool, or the embed option.